Hey Charles, how's it going?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. How are you yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, enjoying the football. How about you? What you been up to?
Yeah, literally the exact same. I think I've watched pretty much every game so far, barring a few dire 2 p.m. kickoffs. I think I've seen most of them, to be honest.
Yeah, there has been some horrible 2 p.m. I think Finland, Russia might be the worst.
Yeah, up there definitely. But last night made up for that. It was a good little session of football last night.
Oh yeah, that was quality. And yeah, now we've got the knockout rounds all set out. It'd be good to kind of predict them and see, yeah, all the way to the final really.
Yep, sounds good to me. Sounds good to me.
Cool. So I'll just share my screen. Um, cool. So we got the predictor there. So I think how we'll do it, we'll just go down logically and then round by round.
Yeah, sounds good. Right, first game. Two teams which I think actually haven't played that well compared to the level of players they got on paper. I think Belgium against Russia. I thought Russia were one of the worst teams to watch. To be honest, I thought they were terrible. So I wasn't surprised to see them beat them. Denmark, I think, should have beat Belgium.
Yeah.
Other than what 2 moments from KDB, which were class, I thought Belgium were pretty poor during that game. And then who was the third game in that group for Belgium?
Uh,
I can't remember. Lukaku scored, didn't he?
Finland,
Was it?
I think so. But yeah,
Yeah. I
they had a
mean,
really easy group, didn't they?
yeah. I mean, if anything other than 9 points, you would have been shocked. But no, I don't think they've been that good. But they got like in the second half against Denmark when they brought on KDB and Hazard. If you got players that good, they're going to do something. And Lukaku is probably the most informed striker or informed player in the tournament, to be honest. So Portugal the same. I've not been blown away any of their games. They snuck past Hungary, even though it's 3-0. They
Yeah,
got slapped by Germany. And then last night, I thought both teams were pretty poor, even though it was a good game. I don't think either team looked that good in the Portugal fronts.
yeah,
I think Belgium will beat them, to be honest. I don't know score wise. I think it'll be a tight game. I think both are defensively all right, without being good. I think they'll both sit quite deep and rely on a moment of genius from their forward players. I don't think either of them plays that good football, but I think Belgium have just got that little bit more spark. So I'd probably go Belgium in that one.
yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a very tight game. It looks like it's just that moment of quality. I guess with Portugal, the fact that they conceded 4 against Germany just kind
Yeah.
of makes me think that I don't know, tactically they could just be outclassed. Like if Belgium just go down the wings, go around them a bit, I don't know. Because and like going forward, if you kind of stop Ronaldo, you do kind of stop Portugal.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not that easy though, is it?
It's
But
true, yeah.
always finds a way, even if he plays shit, he always finds a way. So yeah, I don't know. It'll be a good game that Sunday night, isn't it? That'll be a good one. But yeah, I think Belgium might have a little bit too much for him.
Yeah. If we look at the odds, I think Belgium to qualify, I think they are slight favourites. So
Yeah,
I agree with you. To be honest, I think like Lukaku and De Bruyne, I think they're just going to be class. I think they're just going to smash it.
yeah. I'd go Belgium in that one. Second
Yeah,
one, I
yeah.
must admit, Austria's not a team I've watched that much of. I think they're probably one of the teams that I've missed a couple of their games. They gave Holland a good game, didn't they, in the first game?
No, that was Ukraine.
Oh, that was Ukraine, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
Yeah, I've not watched too much of them. They got a couple of decent players. I mean, Arnautovic was banned, but he's back in a.
yeah,
Italy, another team. They've not had a challenge. They've looked good. They've looked really solid.
yeah. They look class.
Yeah, another team on paper though. If you look at their 11, there's no one that is like, wow, is it? Like you've had people step up like Locatelli, who looks a proper good player.
Mm.
Insignia's always been floating around that good player. Immobile seems to score 20 goals a season and no one really bats an eyelid. But on paper, it's not that special a team, but they've looked a bit of a unit and they've probably got the best manager. That's what you got to look at. Tactically, they're probably one of the better teams. And my barber, they're all Italian. And
Oh yeah,
they told me before the tournament that watch out for Italy, and I was having none. I was like, yeah, you'll be all right. You'll get through your group, but you're not going to do anything special. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, if they get through, then Belgium will be a really good game. So that's their first proper test. I think they'll get through Austria. I can't see that being a problem. But yeah, I don't know until they have a first test. I don't know.
Yeah, Arnautovic, he's been in like China for a few years. Like, basically it's just Alaba and Co. And like, because I've been watching all the games. So the thing about Austria, I kind of, even though I've been watching them, I just haven't really caught any attention.
Yeah. No, I think Italy threw that one with.
And the odds, like heavy favourites. So
another one. I don't think it's going to be an exciting game though. I don't think it'll be exciting. I think they'll get through. Yeah.
Because this first game is probably going to be quite tight, and then I'm hoping this one maybe like 2 or 3-0 Italy.
Potentially, don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. France, Switzerland. I mean, again, there's only one winner really in my eyes. I mean, I can't see anything other than a France win. They again, another team that haven't been good, to be honest. But like you saw with Pogba's ball for Benz yesterday, as clinical as they get, they'll have too much. I can't see it. Switzerland are always a team in tournaments. They do all right. They're just there to fill a spot in my eyes. They're nothing like. Here he scores a worldie a tournament. That's granted. He always scores one banger. But nah, they're not going to have enough. No way. I mean, I'd be so shocked, and France hadn't impressed me as much as I thought they would. I thought they would the tournament, to be honest, but nah.
Thing about Switzerland is, because like France against Hungary, like Hungary really frustrated them. So Switzerland's like sit deep as well, same strategy. But then they've got some like quality players compared to Hungary. Like maybe they can really frustrate them with that.
I mean, maybe it could happen, but I don't know. I just can't see France not having one moment of genius, and then I can't see Switzerland scoring 2 against them. So that's why. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just with France at the moment with like Benzema, Griezmann, and Mbappe. I know like it's a crazy mad front three, but I just feel like they're missing a bit of Mr. Giroud.
Yeah, but I would agree with you, but you can't bench Benzema after he's just scored a brace. You're never going to bench Mbappe. Griezmann's the one that can go, but then he plays that bit deeper. You're going to have Benzema and Giroud. I don't know. I can't see
it. They hate each other, yeah.
And there's not a chance you can bench Benzema after getting a brace. So I see the argument.
He was on pens though. I thought it was Griezmann.
Yeah, no, he took one. Benz took one, I think, just before in qualifiers, and I think he missed it actually.
Yeah.
He missed it against Wales, I think it was. But I mean, yeah, he's not getting benched, is he? So they'll have enough. Spain, Croatia.
Yeah, I think this is quite an interesting one because it's like the 3 we've just looked at has been kind of okay. Maybe not the Belgium one, but these 2 have been quite obvious who it's going to be. But this one, I can actually see Croatia doing it.
They're a team that I feel has got a little bit better through every game. I thought against England they were trash. I thought that's the one game in our group I thought we dominated. I know, against Czech our first 20 minutes were, we was good.
Yeah.
They still had a few good chances. I don't really remember Croatia doing anything against us.
No, you're right. They didn't. That's the thing with England. We keep our fullback so deep. We do really make it difficult.
Spain again looked terrible the first 2 games. I saw them yesterday. They slapped Slovakia, but Slovakia looked an absolute mess, to be honest. But I guess the 2 teams that have probably improved as it's gone on without. I mean, I'd be shocked if any of them got much further than quarters, to be honest. They'd be obviously the second favourite against France, whoever gets through. I think I'd probably go Croatia.
Yeah.
If I had to go one way, but I can see it being a long one going to extra time. That one, to be honest.
Yeah.
Spain are the favourites. It looks like though.
That very heavy favourite, to be fair. I'm quite surprised. That's quite similar to the Italy-Austria one. Yeah,
I wonder if Spain had just snuck through yesterday 1-0 or something. If they just beat Slovakia 1-0, if those odds would have been massively different.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, I mean, I understand why they're favourites, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
yeah. The danger when you're doing predictions like this is like you just go through it and you just give it to all the favourites, and then you just end up in our. So I guess we do have to pick a dark
I
horse at some point.
I would have said Croatia, and you said that as well.
Let's do it.
I think they just look a bit more solid.
Yeah.
Than Spain did, but yeah, not sure.
Hmm. This could be an
Next
interesting one.
game similar again. I think really similar to the Spain Croatia game. I think there's not much between those two teams. Sweden have probably looked more convincing, but Ukraine have been a bit better than I thought. I think Yarmolenko has he got 2 or 3. I read that he's nearly got as many as Shevchenko has for Ukraine, which is mad.
Really? Yeah, he's got a well good record. It's like, no, like 50 in 90 games or something.
Yeah, it's nuts. And he's always been a decent little player, but he's not a world beater, is he? But yeah, he's a good player.
That Malinowski is class.
Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? He is a good player. Sweden again, as a United fan, I think Lindelof's terrible to be honest, but he's looked solid. Their whole defence has looked solid to be honest. I don't know how many goals they've conceded in the tournament. 1, maybe.
Oh, I'm not sure. I know they conceded against Spain, was it? 1. Yeah, they look pretty convincing.
Yeah, they look quite good. So I think it could be a 1-0 either way. I don't think any team's going to blow the other out of the water.
Yeah.
If I had to bet one way, it'd probably go Sweden, to be honest, if I had to go one way.
I think Ukraine at the back are a bit, because like they conceded 3 against Holland. I think they conceded against North Macedonia.
Yeah.
And I was expecting them to really go at Austria and cause them problems, but then they lost 2-0. So
yeah, I think Sweden are probably your favourites. But if Ukraine went through, I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
If they won, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think there's either team, which is a wow. But yeah, probably Sweden, that one.
Yeah.
The next one, I feel like you got to say England, don't you?
Yeah, the odds are pretty even.
What is it saying?
Like 1.9, almost 50-50.
It's just because English people love a bet, that isn't it? Really,
I think so.
I mean, you got to look at it like that. We've scored 2 goals. Yeah, I guess we've looked good at the back. We have. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm less confident now than before the tournament. That's what I was saying yesterday. If we won, I would. It's not a shock again, but I don't know. I think to deal with their fullbacks, I think to be safe, Southgate's going to go 5, and I wouldn't blame him for doing it 5 at the back. I wouldn't blame him for doing it, but then you're switching your team because you're scared of an opposition almost that hasn't even looked good in the tournament.
Yeah, I reckon.
You don't think you'll switch it?
Nah, because the thing is, like, our fullbacks aren't getting forward anyway, so we might as well just have a flat back 4.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see him as a risky manager. That's the problem. I think he'll go 5 and then just have Henderson and Rice sitting in midfield, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially if Mount's not fit. That's what I think he'll do. If Mount is fit, then yeah, maybe a 4-3-3, because I can't see him playing Jack Grealish, even though he's my boy. I just can't see it happening.
Oh, he needs to, man. But with Mount, I think he's going to be back the day before the game.
So that's what it really is. That's what it's rumoured to be, yeah. But then he's trained the whole week or nothing.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't play him after that, just on that basis. Like, he hasn't been with anyone for 10 days, so he's going to be a bit out of it.
The other thing is, if you're playing 5, which fullbacks would you go with?
Yeah, that's true. Because, I mean, because the way it's going to be is they're just going to be defenders. Like, they're not even going to be going forward that much. So
It's Shaw and Walker then, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we've got to play Walker. He's going to be so key. Like, just tracking back and yeah, it's so fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I think if I was neutral, and obviously an English pessimist, I think Germany have probably got the nod on us, just because we never seem to beat them anyway. It's not even just based on this tournament. I can't remember last time we beat them. It just never seems to go our way.
Yeah, I think it massively depends on who we start. I mean, like Saka, he's kind of got those vibes of someone who's just like, he's just fearless. And like, I remember like Michael Owen, he must have got like a hat trick against Germany like years ago. Like, if we play like Grealish as well, he seems pretty fearless with the English shout. That's the players we need, and just go for it. Then I think we can win. But if we're going to sit, I think we're done.
Do you believe he's going to do that though?
I think Saka is undroppable. I don't think he'll play Grealish purely because I just don't think he likes him. But I mean, I think Saka has to play. It'll be Saka and Sterling. I think either side.
What, and Foden's not going to play?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I would agree with you. That's the two I'd pick. I wouldn't drop Saka. He looked our best player by far the other night, and he's just something completely different. Even though, yeah, his final ball at times wasn't the prettiest. He scared them. I play fullback myself. The worst thing is when someone runs at you. Like you don't want it. Like if someone's gonna take a couple touches, pass it, I'd much rather them do that than just someone that you may tackle them every now and again, but if they keep going at you, you're not gonna have fun, are you? So. Yeah, I'd start him, but I don't know. I just think Southgate's someone that he knows what he likes.
Yeah.
And he likes to stick to it. It's like Henderson's going to walk back in, which probably he should do.
Yeah.
So
what about Maguire, Maguire, Stones, Hendo, Rice, and then the thing is Phillips has been good, but it's just attacking mid spot. Who's that going to go to?
Not with Henderson, but Henderson's walking back in if he's fit. If he's fully fit, and I'd probably do the same. I thought Phillips was good in the first game, but in the other two games, I don't think our midfield really dominated the game. If you haven't sitting, you should dominate the game and have the ball the whole time. And I don't think either of them, him or Rice, is that progressive with the ball or moves it that quickly, which is why I think we're flopping. Well, you can't say flopping. We got 7 points, but you know what I mean. Not creating enough because we're not moving it quick enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's close. I think Germany will have too much for us, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Who do you think should play attacking mid? Do you think Matt?
Who do I think should?
Or who will?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Well,
or five with no attacking mid.
I think England are going to get through, and but yeah, I'm slightly biased, so I think we have to toss a coin on that.
You can put England through though, because I want that to happen. You can put England through.
All right, fair. You get the next one where we disagree. All right, Netherlands, Czech Republic.
Czech have been probably the biggest surprise of the tournament for me.
Yeah.
In terms of a team that I looked at our group and I actually thought Scotland were probably better than Czech as well. I thought us, Croatia, best two.
Yeah.
Then Scotland and Czech, I thought they're not really going to do anything. They're just spot fillers. Like they turn up. They've not really. I mean, Schick, he played really well, yeah. But before the tournament, you don't look at Patrick Schick and be like, oh no, like it's not like you don't want to play against. Even though he's a big boy, he puts himself about, and he's been at big clubs. He's been at Roma, Leipzig. Now he's at Leverkusen. So like, he's obviously a good player. But I didn't expect him to have as much as they have. Netherlands again. One of my favourite teams to watch, even though they look a bit sloppy at times at the back, and it's not like watching Italy, who are very controlled and never really look under pressure or nothing like that. Netherlands, they got a little bit of space. That Marlon guy, he looks absolutely rapid, even though he's a bit raw himself. He's kind of like Saka in the sense that he's exciting, he goes at people. Yeah, he'll model it up a few times, but
yeah,
it's hard to play against.
He was at Arsenal, when he was younger.
Yeah, you let him go really cheap, didn't you?
Yeah, we do that to every one of our players.
Shakara. Yeah, I think Netherlands will get through that. Yeah. Wijnaldum's in top form. Depay, he's got a couple goals, doesn't he? I quite like Depay, even though it didn't work out at United. But they'll get through that. I think they'll get through that. But again, wouldn't surprise me if that's 1-1 and goes to extra time or something like that. I think both teams will score in that.
I think that will be the game in the round 16 with the most goals. I can see that Netherlands winning that like 4-2, 3-1 or something.
I think you're probably not far off with that one. I think that could be quite an open game. Although the next game we're going to talk about, Denmark are another team that are pretty exciting. They got goals in them.
Yeah.
But Wales probably, yeah, they don't look like conceding that many, to be honest. Wales look pretty solid, as they do most tournaments nowadays, which is kind of good. I think that's the game other than obviously the big games, I think those teams are two massively overperforming teams that you're not expecting to do anything. Have done quite well to get there. I know a lot of people are Denmark as dark horses, which is probably a good shout because they played really good football. They should have beat Belgium, like I said. Obviously, what happened in the first game, no one's head was there after that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the one game other than that I find hardest to call.
Yeah, because I'm just so glad Denmark were in the round of 16, to be honest. Because after the way they lost the first game, so I thought like draw at the least. But yeah, but against Wales, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up, really, isn't it? Like,
that's what I think. I think Denmark will be favourites, won't they? Is that what the bookies are saying? I assume they will be.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah. They're massive favourites, to be fair.
Yeah. So that's Saturday, is it? That's a decent little day then. So it's
Thursday
and then Italy.
Denmark as a unit, I think, like they're much better all over the pitch. But then you've just got like superstar and Bale and Ramsey. Like if them two are linking up like they did against Turkey, like you get a few goals.
It's tough to call because I actually quite like both teams, even though I know a lot of English people don't want Wales to do well.
Yeah, same.
Reminded me.
And look at that semi-final potentially. England-Wales or England-Netherlands.
Yeah, that'll be nuts. That.
It's
England-Wales. London's just shutting down.
Semi-final. Oh my god, that is something else.
I think I'm moving towards Denmark. I kind of want to say Wales, but
yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, I think Wales did actually concede quite a few chances in some of these games. I think the first one, especially with Switzerland, they could have been down and out in that game. So yeah, I think Denmark.
Yeah, it's another good game. The Netherlands, Denmark, doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So that's interesting to see how close this is to what actually happens. Belgium, Italy.
That is quite a game, isn't it?
I mean, here I think you've got probably the best organised team in the tournament versus the team that's relying the most on, well, maybe France, but the team that's almost relying the most on individual brilliance.
Yeah. Thing is, like, if you go out Belgium, like they're going to concede goals. They just don't really have any good defenders, and like centre mid as well. Do they have any like quality CDMs? I'm not sure.
Witzel's he's a good player.
He is.
Tielemans can fill in there. They are good. It's their defence that scares, whether it's Boyata or whether it's that Denier bloke.
Yeah.
I don't think he would start for any other top nation.
Definitely not.
But Italy are probably out of all the top teams, rather than England, because we'll never go at anyone. I don't think they're really going to go at you. I think they're to control a game, and then when a team tires, they are decent on the break. Actually, that Berardi on the right wing looks a good player.
Yeah.
See, looking at it now, I would say Belgium, but if I really sat and thought about it,
yeah,
I don't know.
Italy, what, 7-1 at the moment or so? Belgium, 10-1 or so.
Hang on, Spain are fifth favourites. Is that what I'm reading?
Yeah. That's what happens when you win 5-0, I guess. I don't know.
And which side of the draw are they on? They're on the bad side as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That is literally ridiculous.
Because, who are they going to play?
They got Croatia and then France. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, France. Oh, yeah, that's silly, isn't it?
I mean, they're going to have to beat France and probably Belgium or Italy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a horrible route.
I mean, if they win it, then fair play, because they beat everyone that's good.
Yeah.
So, I know you think Italy will win that game, don't you?
you know what? At the moment, I'm kind of siding with Belgium. I'm just thinking like De Bruyne will turn up and him and
Yeah.
Lukaku will just like kill it.
That's my instinct.
Right.
I think so.
It's sad though because Italy are kind of like everyone's kind of neutral.
Yeah.
Everyone sees.
I'd rather see Italy do it. I'd love to see them do well again because they didn't even qualify last time, did they?
Oh, didn't? Oh, that's mad.
The World Cup. One of them they didn't qualify for.
That's crazy.
But yeah, it's mad, especially when their squad's just not. It's not that good, is it? Really? I mean, you got some good players. Like they are good players, but it's not. You're not got the world beaters that Belgium has or France has, or even the likes of England have. To be honest, you ain't got the people on that level. And yeah, I can't see it. I can't see. Well, Croatia, I don't know if they beat Spain. Obviously, they ended the group decent.
Yeah.
If they beat Spain. Could be. I just think France are going to be one of those teams that if the ball does start rolling, they'll be a bit of a juggernaut again.
Because this is a repeat of the what is it, the World Cup final, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what was the score then? What, like 4-0 or something?
4-1.
4-1. Yeah, I mean it was a bit of an annihilation.
They made a big mistake, didn't they?
Did they? What did they do?
No, I think Lloris did something ridiculous.
Oh, no, I can't remember to be honest.
I thought he did. I can't really remember the game now myself, but I'm pretty sure I remember Lloris doing something daft.
Yeah.
Get up the game. I'm pretty sure he did something hideous.
I don't need.
I thought too.
Here is the planet's ultimate game. Indeed, Croatia's centre forward got the touch that mattered. Faded it in, Vasilko appeared round the back. Mandzukic can compete with Pogba. Came down to Vida. And then Perisic, 1-1.
Got it.
He has screamed that in by Griezmann, and the French are screaming handball. And the referee is choosing to look himself. What a call to have to make. He's given a penalty for France in the World Cup final. Antoine Griezmann. France have their lead back. A goal of its age, of its generation.
Fortnite celebration.
Mbappe. Griezmann. Pogba. Pogba! For France, and possibly now the world. Here's Mbappe. Oh my word! The first teenage World Cup final goal since Pele himself. Oh, Lloris was caught on it by Mandzukic.
Yeah, I thought so.
A moment of madness, Mandzukic perhaps a moment of redemption.
That's funny. Imagine if that cost.
Yeah, I know. Well, he won't be doing that again.
No.
I guarantee you that. But yeah, France will have too much, I think.
I think they've just dominated the midfield. I think Modric a bit slow these days.
Yeah, he scored a beautiful goal, though, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true.
That was sick. We gotta win that.
That's the thing. If we beat Germany and lose to Sweden, I will honestly burn my England shirt.
Yeah, you gotta win it. I don't even have an England shirt, but I burn my skin, to be honest.
Because the thing is, we beat them so comfortably. Was it the World Cup? Yeah.
Yeah.
Dele Alli and was it Lingard who scored?
Can't remember who scored, but yeah, no, it's a repeat, isn't it?
Because I think that was done and dusted in that first half.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem to go that way at all anymore. We never seem to have anyone done and dusted.
But we don't concede these days, so.
That's true. Nah, we'll win that. We gotta win that. I'm sorry, we gotta win that. Although, yeah, I don't think it would be convincing. I just can't see us winning a game convincingly. That's the thing. But I don't care. As long as we keep winning, we can win 1-0, whatever, be scruffy. As long as we win, I don't care now.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
It would be nice to play well, but that's all gone out the window now. Just win.
Yeah, I think I was saying yesterday about would anyone rather a 5-5 draw with Germany, but we lose on pens.
No.
I don't think anyone would rather that than like a 0-0 scrappy than win on pens or something.
I'd rather us go for it though and lose than end up losing 1-0 and not have gone for it. Like I'd rather us really try and go for it and get slapped 3-0 by if we overload the attack, get caught on the break, than part the bus the whole game and then them nick a 1-0. Like no. But yeah, if winning's an option, obviously, yeah, I'm choosing that no matter how we win.
Yeah.
Whether it's 95th minute penalty with our first shot on target, I'm taking it. But yeah, just show some fight at least. But
yeah, because like before the tournament, I was thinking, we'll like smash it in the group stage, loads of goals, but then we'll go out as soon as we finish, like come get to top team. And it's not gone that way. But we haven't conceded, not scored many goals. But I feel like we're ready to defend.
I mean, yeah, we are. But we're not on a test, have we? Who's the best striker we've played against? Schick. Who was up front for Croatia? Kramaric. Like,
yeah, it's true. I think Perisic on the wing, but
yeah, I mean, but then again, Sweden don't have anyone good up top. Like,
Isaac could cause us problems. I think he looks.
Yeah, no, you're right. He is a good striker. Yeah, he's looked good. He's linked with Arsenal, isn't he?
Oh, is he? Oh, that's decent.
Meant to be, yeah. I hadn't watched much of him, but United played Sociedad in the Europa League. But to be honest, Sociedad were flipping awful. I think it was 5-0, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We absolutely slapped them because they played a high line against United, which is literally like the most stupid thing you can ever do. It's the only thing we can do, just hoof it forward and hope someone gets on the end of it. That's all we do. So I didn't see much of him in that game, but no, he's looked good this tournament. So yeah, you're right. He could be a handful.
Yeah.
Netherlands, Denmark, like we said about Netherlands, Czech, a lot of goals. It could be the exact same in that game. Literally the exact same. To be honest, those bottom two games, without there being a big hitter, and then going into the winner of that, they will all be really entertaining games. So Netherlands, Czech, Wales, Denmark, and then the winner of that, they'll all be sick games.
Yeah, I agree. Thing is, Denmark, like, what a story if they have a best player has a heart attack in first game, they lose Finland, then they recover from that to get far in the tournament. Like,
it'd be nuts. It would be nuts as long as they don't go further than the semi, where we fail. That's fine. I'm almost trying to think who would I rather play, and I don't know. I think I'd back us against Denmark more than Holland.
Yeah, I think Depay could just ruin us. Him and Dumfries going forward.
But I think Denmark will beat Holland.
I don't.
Yeah, I think they'd beat him.
Who did Denmark have at the back?
That Kjær guy.
Yeah, the Mane guy is quite good as well.
Who's that?
I think the fullback is quite attacking.
The left back.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good player. And then they got like Vestergaard and is Bednarek from there, or is he Polish? Isn't he? Vestergaard's definitely Danish. It's not that good. But they've looked good whenever I've watched them, to be honest. I like them. They've been one of my favourite teams to watch.
Yeah, the Rams guard, that young attacking
guard. Yeah, he's a good player. He's a good little player.
Yusuf Poulsen's always a good watch.
Yeah, he's one of them. He doesn't score that many, does he, for Leipzig? But
no.
He's a bit of a handful. You probably wouldn't want to play against him, even though he looks like a donkey half the time. He's a decent little player.
All right. So what, you're saying Denmark for this?
Yeah, I do, but it's almost because I want them to, and then I'd rather us play them, which is not how I should be thinking.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Netherlands, to be fair, but I think it's your call, this one.
We'll go Netherlands, because that's probably more likely.
I don't want to play Netherlands, man.
Yeah, neither do I. Although, I'd rather play them than anyone on the other side of the draw. I'd rather have them than France or Belgium. So.
Oh, easily. And the thing is, if we beat in Germany, like Netherlands, have got nothing compared to them, really, in theory.
Yeah. I think Netherlands as well. They probably don't sit that far back from what I've seen. So I'm hoping if we're still sticking with Sterling and that at that time, I'm hoping we'd have a bit more space in behind than we have against Scotland and that, and then probably even Sweden the game before. They're just going to park the bus, which is a game I think England will really struggle in. Because if you're thinking about our goals so far, what a big chance for Sterling was getting in behind. To be fair, the one we actually scored the other day was just Grealish beating a man and crossing in. That wasn't on the break or nothing like that. But I do think our best chance is running in behind. I think that's how we're set up to play. So yeah, maybe it might suit us against a more open team. Yeah, that would be a good little semi-final if it was those 4 teams, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that's quality.
I just don't want to be in that 3rd or 4th playoff again. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, it's horrible.
I didn't even watch it. I didn't even watch it.
I don't think I did either, no.
No. Thinking about the finalists then.
Yeah, so I guess, Belgium, France.
I think I'd go Belgium.
How do you think the match is going to would go? It's hard, isn't it? Because I'm thinking like France won the World Cup last time. They won't win it as much, so Belgium will. But it's just so hard to think, isn't it? It's just.
I think the obvious thing to say is that France have a better defence. Belgium's defence is cack.
Yeah.
And that's going to run all over them, which could happen because you got Toby. Vertonghen still starts, and then the other one that's usually someone not great.
Yeah.
And Mbappe could kill him. To be honest, he could absolutely kill him. So France could walk it if Mbappe tears them to shreds. But
they've got to defend deep, don't they, Belgium?
Yeah. I mean, you have to. But then if you've got Hazard, Lukaku in the fight, I just think Lukaku's going to keep scoring every game. That's literally all I've got in my head. I don't think you can defend against him at the moment.
Yeah. The midfield battle in that game will be interesting because Belgium could win it, couldn't they?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I think you're going to need. Well, yeah, Kante's probably going to show up, and he always does. It's Pogba, De Bruyne who puts on more of a show, isn't it?
Yeah, for France, Pogba is pretty great, isn't he? So if he turns up as well. What do you think about De Bruyne playing through his injury? Because obviously his face is like he's got the thing with his face. That can't be comfortable to play with.
No, it can't. But I watched him against Denmark in half an hour. He literally played a pass for the first goal. Can't remember who buried it in the end.
Yeah, it was unreal. I think 3 players were sliding at the time.
Thorgan Hazard scored it.
That's it, yeah.
He played a ridiculous pass, which just any other player lashes at it. It comes out 8. I can't remember how far it is. 10 yards out or whatever. Any other player just smacks it and hopes it goes in. You probably do score, but De Bruyne sees out the corner of his eye, cuts it back it's daft. And then he buried one, didn't he, as well? He put it bottom corner. No, I think he's too good. What
are the odds on Belgium winning it?
France are going to be favourite, though, aren't they? Yeah.
4-1 Belgium.
Second favourite. It's just nuts.
It is. I think at one point before the tournament, England were actually favourites.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, so Belgium are quite far down on that. Probably because they got the hardest draw now, though, isn't it?
That's the thing. They have to beat Portugal, Italy, and France.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. If Belgium get there, I think they beat France. If they come through Portugal and Italy, I think they'll beat France.
Because France were kind of maybe not used to playing against a top team for a while.
France have an easy route. France have that is a nice route. I'm not going to lie for France.
Yeah. So even if it's Spain, it's it should be them, shouldn't it? Yeah. All right.
Where did they end up finishing in that group? First, they got top, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
No.
They did. They did. Portugal got third, and we got Germany, who got second.
Okay.
So Portugal will be kicking themselves. I know both teams were happy with a draw in the end, but Portugal, you would have had them favourites to get to the semi then, wouldn't you? If they'd finished top, you would have had them over Switzerland and probably them over Croatia.
Yeah, it's true.
They'll be kicking themselves for not. But obviously then if they'd blown it and lost yesterday, I think they still would have gone through on goal difference, mind. But
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'd have to have a look again.
Yeah, it's quite complicated, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking now, like looking at this, like if Belgium get past Portugal and Italy, they probably will have to do that in like extra time pens, like at least one of the games. Whereas France, I fancy them to win them both in normal time. So that could be a factor as well.
I mean, you're probably not far off there. I mean, even if it's not going extra time, they're going to have to exert themselves a lot more in those two games, ain't they? Portugal and Italy, than Switzerland and Croatia. Well, you would have thought so anyway. Potentially, yeah, you might be right, especially when you got the old legs at the back of Belgium, like they're knackered come the semi. I guess France have a bit more know-how. I think France will be favourite. If you're going off odds in that game, France will be favourite.
I want to say Belgium, but
I want to say Belgium. Belgium. Let's go Belgium.
Okay.
I just think Lukaku's going to do it, to be honest.
Yeah. Also, that's a nice fight for England. A knackered Belgium.
I mean, yeah, they will be dead. They will be dead. England, Netherlands.
Yeah,
the thing is, again, it's the complete opposite to our game before, and it's Sweden. You'd expect them to sit back, us dominate the ball, and us have to create the chances. I think Netherlands is probably going to be the first time where it's going to be end to end. We've not had a game like that all tournament. I don't really think Germany will be like that, just because it's such a big rivalry. I think our fullbacks will be pinned back. We're going to sit. Whereas I think Netherlands, I think that's going to be a game of ping pong, to be honest.
Yeah, I can see that.
If we allow it to be. So that will be the first proper test in that sense. Obviously, they've not got the players Germany have.
Yeah, because we haven't had a game yet where like Kane's actually had like loads of space. Like he's like in this game, maybe he does, maybe he just kills it.
Yeah, he's had one chance all tournament, hasn't he, really? And that was like, it would have been a good finish if he'd put it away, the ball from Maguire. He did everything right. Yeah, maybe a fully fit Kane scores that, to be honest. He probably does. But it wasn't, it's not a sitter, is it? Like, it's not an easy chance. I want to say England, obviously, like, it's hard not to.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a big test. But then again, if you're looking at it on the other foot, we're saying France might not be fully in gear because they've only come through Switzerland and Spain. Netherlands are only they're the easiest group. Then they've got
that's so true, yeah.
Then they got Czech and either Denmark or Wales, which they're good teams, but it's not like you're playing against Germany, France. But like we would be their first massive test.
Yeah. Also, I know Southgate gets a lot of criticism, but this De Boer guy, he is like very much like, I think even the Netherlands fans don't like him, and like, how long does he last at Crystal Palace?
Yeah, he never scored a goal, did he? It was like 9 games without a goal or a point.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they never scored a goal. Mourinho used to have a pop about it because De Boer said something about Mourinho at one point, and he goes, I'll take criticism from some people, but not from someone whose team didn't score a goal and is the worst manager in Premier League history. Just absolutely score him a new one, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Whenever I've seen them, I thought they played good football. It's not like they've been defensive.
It's true, yeah. It's not like De Boer's out on the pitch, yeah.
Again, they're another team that plays 5 at the back, though. So it'll be interesting if we do switch to 5 for Germany. And obviously, if it works, so we're being hypothetical here. Let's say we get through with a 5 at the back. I assume for Sweden, he'd switch back to 4. Can't see us playing 5 against them. But then for Netherlands, if 5s work, then I assume he'd switch back again.
Yeah.
Because that Dumfries, I've never seen a right back that looks like Scarring more than him.
Oh,
every
yeah.
game he's in the box like a few times. I'm like, what are you doing up there?
It's true. You get so much space and
Yeah,
get
it's,
chances.
it's nice to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, Netherlands are a bit too like gung ho, overconfident at this stage. They just get their tactics wrong, and like because we've got the better team at the end of the day, don't we? We've got so much quality.
Yeah, you're gonna have to say we're gonna have to put England through that.
Yeah, it's funny doing this because you just end up being surprised. But
yeah, that's the thing. I think Netherlands, even Germany, I think if they beat us, it would be 1 or 2-0. Or
yeah,
close game. If I think Netherlands could slap us, to be honest. On the wrong day, I think they could batter us.
yeah, it could go either way, to be honest. But it does seem like it would be a battering one way or the other.
Yeah, that's our final. Nah, just can't see it.
I don't even want to try and call it. It's just,
I can't see it.
yeah, De Bruyne turning up.
We're not good enough. I ain't gonna lie. Like, let's put it out there. We're not that good. We're not that good.
Like our midfield too is nowhere near what Tielemans and Witzel.
Oh, no. If we get there, it might as a miracle. I've not booked anything for that Sunday with the 11th years. I'm not even gonna. Yeah, obviously. I just can't see it. I can't see us getting there. But obviously, this is what we've said so far. But yeah, once we're there, we're England, and we're not gonna step up. We'll crumble.
It's true. Look at the route Belgium had to go through as well. France, Italy, Portugal, geez, and we've gone through Germany. But yeah, ours is significantly easier.
I can't see it. I just no. It would be amazing. Don't get me wrong. And they'd have to make a bank holiday on the Monday. To be honest, you can't have people working the day after that. But I think it's a great achievement anyway to get to the final, considering how poor we've been. I think we've been terrible so far. Even though we've been solid, we haven't looked good at all. I've not been entertained at all.
Yeah, that's why I just don't want us to go out yet, because it's like it feels like the tournament hasn't even started. Like we haven't even only played well for about half an hour so far.
Yeah, combined half an hour. First 10 minutes against Scotland, first 20 yesterday. Not yesterday, a couple of days ago. Yeah, I'd pick Belgium to win that. I can't see it another way.
Yeah,
I'd be so shocked if we won the Euros, to be honest. Yeah, I think that wouldn't shock me if Belgium won the tournament. If England won the tournament, I'd be so surprised. If Belgium won it, I wouldn't be shocked. That's what I'm thinking now.
Yeah. No, the only thing is the route. Like that makes me think Belgium can't win it. But then if they get there, like I think they'd beat England.
I think whoever comes from that side of the draw is going to win the tournament. To be honest, I think that's whether it's Italy, whether it's France, whether it's Belgium. I think they're going to win the tournament. I can't see any other team, so I'm not. Portugal, no.
Yeah.
If it was England, Portugal in the final, I'd kind of fancy us, but then it's Ronaldo in a final, so it's almost over before it started.
Yeah. It's one of those things. If you get through that side of the draw, like you must have such good confidence that you're going to win it, but then also you could be knackered from the hard games. So
it's tough. What do you think player of the tournament though?
Oh, it's tricky to call. I mean, Ronaldo's got 5 goals. So, I mean, but yeah, if they go around to 16, obviously not. Who have you been impressed with so far then?
Just flicking through the teams now. Is there a
top goal scorer?
You bet on player of the tournament or no?
Nah.
That thing, no.
We can actually. Let's see.
Was it like a golden boy or something? For Euros or not?
Our best player tournament. And also a young player as well.
I think De Bruyne's favourite. Mad.
Mbappe.
No, I don't think Mbappe's done enough so far for me. But obviously, it's going to depend how far people go. So far, I think you're looking at. You can't ignore Ronaldo's numbers, even though I've not been impressed with his performances. I think Lukaku's been the best individual I've watched.
Yeah.
Wijnaldum great tournament so far. He's been sick.
Yeah,
Who else is up there?
but the Denmark centre back 23-1.
Yeah, I mean, again, if they go, I don't want to say that. I think a lot of it's for what he did for Ericsson. He was massive in that,
Yeah.
and a great bloke for doing it. I can't see Denmark going far enough to
No.
see that. I think it would be unbelievable if he got. But obviously, if they make the semi-final or something, then yeah, massive.
Yeah.
But there's not been a standout. I'm looking at them players. De Bruyne, what has he played? A game and a half. Yeah, he's looked good, but not special. Mbappe, glimpses against Germany, but obviously he had that goal that was disallowed, which was mad. That was so sick.
Yeah.
Ronaldo again, 5 goals. Yeah, you can't say nothing. Lukaku, Kante. I don't think France have dominated any game, so I don't think you can really have Kante or Pogba in there. I know Pogba, yeah, he played a ridiculous ball for Benz yesterday.
Yeah.
But no, I've not. For a centre mid to win it, I want to see their midfield bossing every game. I don't think France have done that.
Yeah, I mean, if we're saying Belgium are going to win it, De Bruyne's probably going to be the one who.
I think Lukaku would be the one, to be honest.
Lukaku, yeah. He's a
Um,
golden boy as well, don't they? Havertz.
Havertz, yeah, he's had a good tournament, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Donnarumma, yeah, if Italy get far, Foden, he's not going to win it, is he? Pedri, Isaac's looked good.
Yeah, he has.
The rest of them, Damsgaard's on there. Bellingham's on there, which he's literally played about 15 minutes, so he's not.
Sure, yeah, I don't know who's back on that.
Doku, there's not that many people, to be honest, on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't surprise me that Havertz is top when I look at that list. I mean, what has he got? 3 goals or 2 goals?
Yeah, he's got at least 2.
He got 2. There's not many others. I mean, Pedri's looked nice and tidy when I've watched him, but Spain haven't really blown me away. The rest of them, I know that Musiala or whatever he's called, the German fella, Kimmich, tried to give him man of the match yesterday. He came on and apparently changed the game. But there's not been a revelation, has there? I assume Mbappe qualifies for this still, no?
I don't think he does, you know. How old is Mbappe? Must be like 24. He's not. He must be like 23. I don't know what young players class.
He's 22.
Yeah.
I would have thought he still qualifies, but maybe not. Maybe it's
how
young.
old is Mount? He must be more than 22.
Maybe they're just saying he's too good. I don't know.
Maybe.
I would have thought he's older, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe because it's I don't know. Like you couldn't win young player and player to him, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah, Mason's 22 as well. So I don't know. João Felix, he's not really playing, is he?
No.
No, I think Chiesa's played a little bit, but mainly as a sub. He seems to come on a lot.
He had so many shots in Italy's 3rd game, but none of them looked dangerous.
Isaac, I guess, if Sweden do well, yeah. I think him and Havertz are probably the 2. And yeah, I guess if Italy go far, Donnarumma could pick it up. Have they conceded? They've not conceded in time, have they? There was a stat, they've not conceded in like 11 or 12 games or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. But so yeah, maybe him. I can't see anyone. Rice isn't going to get it. Saka. If he keeps playing, maybe. If he keeps playing, but
yeah, we
don't score enough goals for him to get enough attention, I don't think. So yeah. I mean, there's no one on that list that stands out. Probably Havertz.
Yeah.
Donovan and Isaac for me. I don't think Foden or Pedri. Well, Foden definitely doesn't deserve to be 3rd favourite.
No, it's true. Because I think, to be honest, if England are going to win like the Euros and that's what you're thinking, I think it's going to be like, it's going to be probably like Saka lighting it up out of nowhere. playing like he did the other day. So
Yeah.
but yeah, it's impossible to predict these things.
It's tough. And then finally, I guess then top scorer, who do you fancy? Ronaldo.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I guess he probably only needs another goal, and then he's probably got it. So
he's on 5, and what's the second? Is Lukaku on 2 or 3?
I think it might be 3. He scored every game 1 goal, maybe.
I can't remember.
Oh, 2 against Russia, and then against Belgium, Finland.
Yeah, maybe. I guess I'm just thinking if Belgium beat Portugal, I'd expect Lukaku to score, and then I guess it's only 1 goal between Ronaldo and him.
Yeah.
I think he's the main one, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but the thing is, Belgium have a tough route to the final. So
Yeah.
I just don't fancy them to score that many goals, even if they get far.
You're probably right. You're probably
Yeah.
right.
I don't know why Depay wasn't. Why was he? Because they could get a few goals.
I think Dubai's got 2, and Ben's and Wijnaldum's got 3 so far. I'd be shocked if Wijnaldum got any more than 3 more goals. If
But
he
he's
does,
so far forward. Watching for Liverpool and here is just 2 different players.
well, he's player of the tournament if he gets 6 goals, isn't he? From centre mid, you're going to get player of the tournament. If he gets
that's true.
anywhere near that, then yeah, fair play to the fella. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no one else on that list screams out.
Yeah,
Doesn't surprise me, any of them. Immobile's got 2 or 3, doesn't he? I think just 2.
I think 2.
Um,
Yeah, honestly, like Ronaldo could win it with 5 goals. Like,
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I think the top 2 are the 2, Ronaldo or Lukaku. I can't see anyone really else, unless France. France have an easy run, so Benzema wouldn't surprise me if he got a couple more
yeah,
with the run they've got. But other than that, nah. He's 31. I didn't realise he was that old.
no, yeah, 3 goals. No, 2 goals. Wait, where's he?
He must have not played in the other game.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he must have not played. Oh yeah, they played Belotti in the
That's
other game. Played Belotti in the other game. Yeah, I think you're probably right. Ronaldo's probably going to win it. 1 more penalty and he's fine, isn't he?
Yeah. What a player.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that's probably not too far off. Obviously, a little bit of bias with England, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't say Germany like in the first round of 16. Like, we just made the rest of the thing a bit of crap. We want to be talking about England.
I mean, yeah, could happen though. I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous for Tuesday, but
Yeah, terrified.
we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, really good. Well, yeah, this has been class, and yeah, thanks for coming on.
Good man. All right, thank you for having me.
See you then.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.